You should be paying attention to cryptocurrencies that are quantum immune. These are cryptocurrencies that are prepared for the quantum era. When quantum computer comes, these cryptocurrencies will survive because their blockchain will be unhackable to quantum computers. In just few years or few months from now, everything you know and trusted about cryptocurrency could be gone to zero, worthless. Imagine you waking up one morning and everything in your cryptocurrency wallet has gone down to zero, totally worthless. Your Bitcoin gone, Ethereum gone, Solana hacked and cracked. All these things could be done not because of the market crashed or because of the government, but simply because of one super technology that broke the entire blockchain and destroyed the blockchain infrastructure to ground zero. Now, what is this technology I'm talking about? The name of this technology is called a quantum computer system. Let's take a look and see what a quantum computer is so that you guys can understand what I'm about to give you in this video today. Now, from what you can see here on the definition, this is a Google search that I did. You can see what it is saying. Quantum computer uses the principle of quantum mechanics like superposition and entanglement to perform computations, unlike classical computers which uses bits, zeros and one, binary systems, 0 and 1. Quantum computers uses qubits, which can be a superposition of 0 and 1 simultaneously. This allows them to solve certain problems exponentially faster than classical computers. Now, let's go further. Gentlemen, I know you're in a hurry to go to the next video, but if you can stay with me for a little while so I can expose you to something that even your professor will not be able to share with you. So now let's go further, okay? We're talking about quantum computers. So let's find out. Number one, quantum computers can solve certain problems 100 million times faster than a classical computer. A classical computer is a computer. In fact, a classical computer is even faster than the computer most of you are using in your house or in your office. These classical computers we're talking about, like workstations or computer server systems, they have a faster processing system. So a quantum computer can solve 100 million times faster than a normal computer. Now let's go further. Okay, we are still digging into quantum computing. Just last year, 2024, Google launched their first quantum computer. Now we're going to find out more about that Google's quantum computer. But here it says the Google's quantum processor, quantum computer, right, called Sycamore, solved a problem in 200 seconds that would have taken 10,000 years for a classical supercomputer to solve. Now, I don't know if you understand, because you might still be getting mixed up as to what's the difference between a classical computer with the computer most of you are using in your house. The computers you people are using in your house cannot be compared to classical computers, especially supercomputers that are used for like server systems. These computers are super fast. But even with their super fast and all of that, right, the Google quantum computer solved a problem in 200 seconds. How many seconds makes a minute? 60 seconds. So 200 seconds will be roughly around 4 minutes. So it means it took the Google quantum computer 4 minutes to solve a problem that would have taken the biggest and super computer in the whole world 10,000 years to solve. The Google quantum computer solved it in just about 4 minutes. Guys, I don't know if you are getting the message, but please stay with me. Stay with me. We are still going forward. Now, the question you need to be asking yourself here is, how can these quantum computers, how and what are they coming to do? And what is the danger? What is the danger of this quantum computer in this era of civilization? So guys, stay with me. We are still going into this, okay? I went on further to ask Google specifically, and I said, how fast is the Google's quantum computer? Now, this is the reply I got. The Google's latest quantum computer using the Willow chip can perform a calculation in 5 minutes that will take a supercomputer 10 centillion years to perform. 10 centillion years. We're not talking about 10 billion. We're not talking about 10 trillion. 10 septillion years for a supercomputer to perform. The Google quantum computer will solve it in just 5 minutes. Now, how will this affect the blockchain? Now, guys, here is the problem, right? The reason why the blockchain has not, especially Bitcoin to be specific, has not been cracked all this while is because of the difficulty ratio. Do you understand? The Bitcoin mining ratio keeps increasing on an hourly basis. That is why it is difficult for anybody to have cracked the Bitcoin code, cracked the Bitcoin blockchain, or most of the giant blockchain, and infiltrate it. It's been difficult. But with quantum computing now, this can be done, because if a quantum computer can do what a supercomputer will do in 10 septillion years, and the quantum computer can do it in 5 years, in 5 minutes, you can imagine if that same quantum computer is channeled or given the sole assignment of penetrating the blockchain. Guys, the blockchain is not safe with the era of quantum computing. And when quantum computing goes mainstream, when it becomes something that's available in the market for everybody to buy, the blockchain is gone. Cryptocurrencies are gone. Are you getting me now? But now here is the thing. If this is the problem that the blockchain is going to face in the next couple of years, or maybe even couple of months, what is the solution to this? Guys, remember, before we came into the chat GPT or a generative AI era, right? The world only know of robotic system that only few people can afford. But as time goes on, now we have generative AI system in our pocket. Your phone is there on your WhatsApp, is everywhere on your phone. ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, DeepSeek, they are all available to us on our phone. Now, you don't need to go stress yourself when you want to do an assignment or any academic research. You can just get this AI to do them for you, and in a few seconds, you have a complete manuscript or whatever you are looking for, right? Now, the quantum era is here. Guys, the question you should be asking yourself is that which cryptocurrency is immune to the quantum era? So we are looking for cryptocurrency. You should be paying attention to cryptocurrencies that are quantum immune. These are cryptocurrencies that are prepared for the quantum era. When quantum computer comes, these cryptocurrencies will survive because their blockchain will be unhackable to quantum computers. Now, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys 2 cryptocurrencies in this particular video that are already prepared for the post-quantum era. One of them is already launched and has been in the market for quite some time. It is quantum proofed, while the other one is still in the process of being launched in the market. And that particular one is the Hedera Hashgraph. Now, Hedera Hashgraph is built for the post-quantum era. It is quantum proofed because it's not built on the blockchain. Hedera is built on the block DAG technology, okay, which is the decentralized acyclic graph, which is different from blockchain system. It's different from the blockchain network. This one is quantum proofed. And here is the price of Hedera Hashgraph, as you can see in the market today. Is currently selling for $0.15, which is very cheap. Guys, listen, sometimes they say the good things of life don't come in big packages. Sometimes they come in small packages. These things are cheap until one day a lot of people will cry, why didn't they buy this thing when it was under $1? And at that time, it will be very, 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 very late. And that time is exactly the time when quantum computers have gone mainstream and they are already here destroying a lot of things in the world as we know it. Now, the next project I want to talk about is Naoris Protocol. As you all can see here, Naoris Protocol is a decentralized post-quantum infrastructure for Web3 and Web 2. Now, guys, listen, Web 2 have served humanity very well, right? But a lot of mistakes were made in Web 2. And now we are going into Web 3. Some of the mistakes in Web 2 were inherited into Web 3. The problem right now is quantum computers were never anticipated when Web 3 was being considered. But now that humanity have gotten to that civilizational level where we now have quantum computers, things have changed. The game have changed. It's a different thing entirely. You get me? Now we need to begin to fix the errors that we have in Web 2 as we go into Web 3. So Naoris is building a protocol. It's like a bridge that is going to allow cryptocurrencies, even your Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all of them are in the Web 2 internet. Naoris Protocol is building an infrastructure or a network system that will allow us to transfer all this cryptocurrency amazing project that we have in the blockchain right now in our Web 2 and Web 3 into the quantum era, the post-quantum era, where they will be immune totally to quantum computers. Sorry to interrupt you. Hope you have been getting value from the video so far. I just want to take out this time to inform you that according to the YouTube analytics, it shows me that only 3% of people who watch my content actually engage with my content. So I kindly ask you, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and also like the video. If possible, you can share the video if you really want to show me that you support me in what I am doing. Now let's get back to the video, and thank you for subscribing and for liking the video. So guys, let's go in and take a deep look into this Naoris Protocol and find out what this Naoris Protocol is all about. Now here you can see I got this already from the market, okay, where they are doing their ICO. Now you can see Naoris Protocol, decentralized post-quantum infrastructure, trust and security for Web 3 and Web 2. Take a look at all the companies that are partnering with this particular project. The first one that caught my attention here is T-Mobile. T-Mobile is a very large-scale mainstream company that's into mobile telecommunication. Okay, now let's take a look at the next item here. You can see the problem. Web 3 inherited Web 2 flaws, which is centralized weakness, right? Now, when you take a look at it, it's a single point of failure. Web 3 infrastructure often relies on vulnerable Web 2 foundations. There is an over-reliance on centralized system in the Web 3 infrastructure. So even the Web 3 that we are thinking is coming to change a lot of things has a lot of flaws because it inherited a lot of challenges that we have in the Web 2, came into Web 3. Now, and that is what the Naoris Protocol is coming to fix right now. Sorry about my throat. Now look at it. In 2025, for example, cybercrime is projected to cost $10 trillion and is driven by over 50 billion IoT. IoT stands for Internet of Things devices. Now let's take a look at the next item. Q-Day, a threat to global encryption. Now what is this Q-Day we're talking about? Q-Day is the quantum day, the day that quantum computer becomes mainstream, the day it becomes a public thing, the day where anybody can buy it, any company or even any individual can buy one and have for themselves. That is the day we call the Q-Day. That is the day that quantum computer goes mainstream. Now on that day, look at it, the looming threat for blockchain. Future quantum computers will break current blockchain encryption, putting trillions of dollars of crypto assets. Let me zoom into this. Okay, putting trillions of dollars of crypto assets at risk. The day this becomes possible is known as the Q-Day. The question you should be asking yourself here now is, those cryptocurrency, those ones that you are having in your wallet, those ones that you are using to save your future wealth, are they prepared for the Q-Day? The day quantum computer will go mainstream, are they prepared for it? Let's go further. Unique advantage of Naoris Protocol. Okay, a new security paradigm for the quantum age and enterprise scale Web 3. Now these are the benefits. Okay, machine-driven transactions, Web 2 compatible integration, post-quantum security advantage, explosive growth from one use case, revenue model, and all that. These are the benefits of the Naoris Protocol. Please guys, I need to put a disclaimer here. I am not in any way affiliated to Naoris Protocol. I'm not working for them. They have not paid me to say this. This is just my own personal, honest review of this particular product. This is not a financial advice. Do whatever works for you.
This is not a financial advice. Do your own research.
So let's go further. A lot of the legacy chains we have today. What is legacy chain? The Bitcoin ordinance chain, Ethereum blockchain, your Solana blockchain, your Tron blockchain, your Ton blockchain, Polygon blockchain. All of these blockchains, they are not prepared for what the quantum computer era is bringing, what the quantum computer season is going to bring. All these blockchains are not ready for it. Now let's take a look at this. Legacy chains weren't built for quantum. Okay, cryptography is hard-coded into wallets, transactions, and consensus. Upgrading risk breaking the network fragments liquidity and exposing past transaction IDs and all that. Guys, I'm just going to be, all I'm doing here, I want this video to be as short as possible because I just want to give you guys a run through. You can go take your time and do more research about them. Now, operating at sub-zero layer for Web 3 and all infrastructure, that is what the Naoris Protocol is bringing. As you can see here at the bottom, the Naoris Protocol is below the sub-zero era, securing the entire blockchain stack. This is the Naoris Protocol. If you go to layer 0, you have the underlying infrastructure and protocols that underpin blockchain network. Take a look at them. We have the Polkadot, Cosmo, and the layer zeros. Now, under layer 1s, we have the consensus protocol, data structure, network rules, security, tokenomics, and all that. Okay, and here are the cryptocurrencies that are operating within the layer 1 level. We have Ethereum, Solana, Binance, and a whole lot of them like that. Then when you come to layer 2, we have the optimism-based Polygon. If you come to layer 3, we have the Uniswap and Decentraland and all of that. At layer 3, we're talking about dApps, decentralized applications that are developed on perhaps layer 2 or layer 1 blockchains. Do you understand? But the Naoris Protocol is at the ground zero of them all. So all of them, all these different blockchains can come and integrate into the Naoris Protocol. So the Naoris Protocol is like it's building a new planet. It's like it's colonizing another planet, maybe Mars or Mercury or Jupiter. It's colonizing a new planet where it can move all the present cryptocurrencies that we know right now. It will transport all of them to that particular new planet, give them land, give them houses to live there and exist. Do you understand? That is what the Naoris Protocol is trying to build right now. It's building a new safe haven for all the cryptocurrencies that we have today, because guys, the very day quantum computer hits the market, your cryptocurrencies are gone. Are you getting me? Now let's go to the next item on my screenshot. Look at what Vitalik Buterin said. This is the guy that created Ethereum. Listen to what he said. Vitalik Buterin proposes a hard fork strategy for Ethereum to protect funds against quantum computer attacks. He said this on the 10th of March 2024. And look at what Naoris Protocol is already saying. Naoris Protocol protects all of Web3 from quantum attacks without any hard fork. Do you understand? So without any hard forking computer or Ethereum or Bitcoin or any of these blockchains, you can easily move all of them into the Naoris Protocol, which is going to be the new safe haven for all cryptocurrencies. So at that point in time, we will no longer be talking about blockchain anymore. Blockchain would have been a dead network, a dead internet that nobody talks about anymore. At that point in time, all we'll be talking about is the Naoris Protocol. Okay? Naoris Protocol use cases. Now, here is where it pays. This is where those of you who have watching this video from the beginning to this point, this is where you get your pay for watching this video up to this point in time. Guys, the question you will be asking, one question you need to ask is what are those sectors that will be affected by the quantum computers? And here we have them. The Web3 sector, Web3 and DePIN. DePIN stands for decentralized physical infrastructure. Your telecom companies will get the biggest blow of their life when quantum computer hits the market. The next thing is your banking industry. The banks and the financial technology companies, they will get the biggest blow of their life once quantum computer hits the market. Healthcare and smart devices. When you go to hospitals, all these heavy duty machines they use in the hospitals for treatment, both the one they use for storing of data, patient data in the hospital, all of them will collect their own heat. Smart devices, both the one used for treating people and even the ones you use in your house, like you have some of you use smart fridge, smart TV, smart air conditioning system, everything smart. All these things will collect their own share of their Armageddon when quantum computer hits the market. The next one, you look at it, smart vehicles and drones. Drones and your smart vehicles, they will collect their own share of it. They will collect their own. We have regulators and auditors. You have Internet of Things, SCADA and industry like robotic system. You have defense and critical infrastructure. Even in the defense industry, look at supply chain, space. Even the space industry is not safe from what quantum computer can do when it hits the market. Guys, I don't want to keep this video too long, but I hope at this point in time you are getting the picture clear. But very, very quickly, let me take you guys into the ICO page. So this is where Naoris Protocol is selling. Right now, they've already raised funds in 3 different rounds, and they have raised over $34.5 million as we speak today. But right now, they are currently selling. As you can see, their IDO on TokenSoft right now is on and is active. And the ICO will only be available to the general public from Q2 2025 to Q2 2025. You all know what Q2 means, second quarter. This is June, and June is the last month of Q2. Is the last month of Q2. Q2 started in April, May, June, and this is the last month. So I think by the end of this month, these guys will stop selling these coins. Right now, if you want to buy the coin, you can click here, participate, and that will take you straight to their website. It will bring you here You go to log in, connect your wallet, and then you can buy as much as you can afford. Now that they are selling at a very cheap price. So you can buy as much as you want right now and hold it. Prepare yourself, guys, for the quantum era. Listen, I said it in one of my recent live broadcasts that I did, that, gentlemen, the world is changing and is changing fast at a super speed. We are talking about, we are not done getting everybody into the blockchain and the cryptocurrency industry. We were slammed with the artificial intelligence industry. Now, artificial intelligence invention came and hit us while we are still trying to educate people and get people into crypto. Now that we are still trying to understand how this AI system work, we have quantum computers coming again. Guys, it's crazy what's coming and where the world is going. All I want for you, all of you who are my followers and subscribers who watch me, it's please, guys, do whatever you can to always be at advantage. Don't allow anybody to take you down. My name is Obicrypto with over 8 years of experience in the crypto world. I have a whole lot and I did like to share with all of you. All I ask you to do is subscribe and follow my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Obicrypto, over and out.
This is not a financial advice. Do your own research.
Obicrypto, hey, money they grow. No good don't make you savvy road. Every update, it makes sense. Crypto knowledge, not the main flex.